Hello. Hello. Hi. Welcome. I hope the audio's okay. Welcome. Hi, Immy. Hi, Remy. How you doing? I just woke up from like, I don't know, a 3-hour nap? Or maybe a 2-hour nap? I don't know how long I napped for. I napped. Immy's here and now my day is better. That's good. You're here and now my day is better. Napping without me? Well, I wasn't planning on napping, it just kind of happened. You know? You swollen? Maybe my face is a little swollen from napping. Yeah, we're so close to 60k. I don't know if we'll make it. I did, one second. Okay. What was I saying? I don't know if we'll make it. I did record shorts to post, but they're not done being edited, so I don't know if I'll be able to post them in time for us to get to 60k by the end of the month. We're not gonna make it to 100 million, no. Oh, no. Not a single VTuber has made it to 100 million. That is not a goal of mine. Right. Um, 100 million views? Oh. I don't know how possible that is. Me? I don't know how possible that is. We're at 700k so far. 100 million still sounds like a lot. One second, I forgot to do something. I was kind of in a rush. To start the stream because I had to change. That's not the right thing. I had to change my Ethernet cord because the one I was using before just randomly broke. So I need to put in another one. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to stream probably because my computer, I don't know why, it doesn't work well without wired Ethernet. I don't know why. But yeah. Anyways. I got Fluffy, which is good. I have Fluffy. Love you, Immy. Thank you for the Twitter pictures on Friday. You're welcome. Someone said that they didn't believe that the sports bra was mine, too. It is mine. Maybe I should post a picture of myself in it. It's a sports bra, so it stretches. We got Fluffy. I'm kind of sad about Fluffy. I didn't realize how bad she actually, like, how bad of a condition she's actually in. She needs a lot of attention, and I'm a little worried about her. Because, I don't know, she just needs a lot of stuff done. Yeah. But I have to wait until Monday because Vet's closed on Sunday. Adult Immy on Twitter, Lolly Immy VTuber, and a wonderful combination. Oh, a wonderful combination of one of your favorite people. Thank you. You need some support for those things. I don't like support. It's uncomfortable. I don't like regular bras. I never wore regular bras. When I was like in high school, like 50% of the time I would just go to school without a bra. But that was because I had smaller boobs. I had smaller boobs then. So I was able to pull it off. And you wouldn't even be able to tell. Now I think I would probably not do that. But yeah. Can we nurse her back? I don't think you need a back massage. No, guys, they're really not as big as you think they are. Like I said, I pushed them together in that photo. They're not that big. I don't think she'll ever fully be back to like 100% health, but I'll do everything I can to at least make her better. It's better for when you get older, builds up chest muscles. Yeah. Yeah, and really, they don't cause me pain at all. Because they're not as big as you think they are. They don't cause me pain at all, I'm completely fine. They're not a zero size, no. Shibi disagrees and she's seen them fully uncensored. Mine? Did Shibi say she saw my boobs fully uncensored? What do you mean? Shibi hasn't seen my boobs. Did she lie to you? Or, oh, you're saying Azura's boobs fully uncensored? I've seen Azura's boobs fully uncensored, yeah. Like in real life, Azura's boobs? Wait. Wait, who are we talking about specifically? Should I drink some tea before this? Medium is premium. I prefer small ones. That's why I'm doing yoga. But I don't know if they'll disappear. Because so far, they haven't gotten smaller. And that scares me. I thought I heard Strani or Shibi say all the girls posted nudes in your Discord. Right. Strani did, for sure. Shibi didn't post nudes. I don't think it was naked. She wasn't really naked. Strani was naked. I don't want to say who did because I don't want, if they haven't talked about it. A lot of the girls did. I didn't because I didn't take nudes. So I just posted a video of me and my rats. I just posted because it was kind of like us face revealing to each other, and I was like, I don't have nudes. So I posted a old stream clip of me and my rats playing and me kissing them and stuff. I should have taken some for them. I should have, but I didn't have any, so that's what I showed them. Why did Strani post her? Because she has some. That's why. You can still do it. I'm not confident enough to go full body here. Yeah, like if you've taken the pictures already, you just have them. But I only really had nothing, really. So I didn't have anything to post. Yeah. But I'd like to do like cosplays and stuff in the future. Yeah. Hopefully. I wanted to talk about one more thing, but I forgot. Thank you for being so understanding though. You don't do nothing you're not comfortable with, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you being so understanding and patient. Because not everyone is like that, and sometimes when I read the comments that are impatient or not understanding, it like makes me it kind of like I forget how many of you are actually like completely understanding, you know? Yeah. Cosplay pics would make me go feral. Maybe for my donathon, maybe. Don't get your hopes up, but it would be cool maybe as a donathon goal to cosplay a certain character, maybe? Like chat chooses which character I cosplay. I think that would be cool. Right. Let me pull up. So, I'm just gonna choose the first one here. Now, I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna show you the fanfiction but I have to blur it, okay? I just want you to like know where I am, but I have to blur it. I'm pretty sure I have to blur it. Okay. Okay, hopefully that's blurred enough to where you can't see the words. Should I type the title of the fanfiction? Hold on. Current fanfic. So this one's called Hey, Wake Up. By okay. This is the first one that popped up, so it's the first one I'm gonna read. There. You take your time, sis. I'm sure the majority of net users are fairly understanding and considerate, even us here. They are, but it can feel like... I don't know how to explain it. You know how your brain like focuses on the negative, even though there's a lot of positive stuff still. That's how I am. Right? This one's called Hey Wake Up. The tags are Pinpal X. Oh, it's the relationship is Pinpal X Immy. Okay, the characters are Immy and the Pinpals. The tags are hardcore. I don't know. I'm gonna be really bad at censoring things. Okay, I think writing is that's pretty tame. Teasing, choking, bibbling insects, domination loss, painful gex, rock tease. Pinpals plural? I don't think so. After a long, hard day Oh, after a long day of hard work, you love nothing more than to lay down and rest. Unfortunately, your needy sister has other plans. Thank you for becoming a member. I need glasses, my dad. Oh no, you don't need glasses, it's blurred on purpose. Don't worry. If you win 4 times in a row and then lose, you'll feel worse about the loss than you'll feel good about the win. Yeah, I'm like that. Alright. Are you ready? Say yes. It's not all of my favorite tags, but there's some good ones in there. And once again, we're on archive of our own. If you want to read along here, I'll put that too. Thank you for becoming the pin pal. Oops, that's not centered. Is there a way to center this? I don't remember. Oh, alignment. Alignment, center. There we go. Where's the dogs? What dogs? Reading along? Okay, good. Read along with me. Because I do want you to actually be able to, you know, know what's going on instead of me censoring it really bad. Hey, wake up. Though you were in a deep slumber, you can feel your body being rocked back and forth. Is this a soft core gooning? I don't think so. I don't think you'll be able to goon to the way I read it. You can feel your body being rocked back and forth. Any normal person would think some kind of emergency was happening, and you have fallen for that enough to understand what was actually happening here, and tonight was not the night. Brother, wake up! You thought she would give up by now, but come on, you know how she is. This won't end until she gets her way. So you decide to answer her innocently, as if you have no clue what she actually wants. Brother, you're awake. I was worried you were ignoring me, but you wouldn't do that, right? She giggles sweetly, though you also hear a hint of malice somewhere behind it. You ask her again if there's anything she wanted. Usually she's pretty direct with her needs, but today she refused to give a straight answer. Instead, she wiggled in closer to your back and wrapped her legs around you, pushing against your blasted Dennis as much as possible. She doesn't say a word. All you feel is her soft breath on the back of your neck. The heat pricks against your skin and causes your entire body to shiver. She lets out an adorable little laugh. Then decides to push her luck a bit further. She moves her head. Can I get like a... I don't think I can get what I'm looking for. I want like a bigger... icon, pointer. She moves her head. I think I can make the pointer bigger so that way you can see it. Mouse pointer size. I'm gonna make it yellow. And I'm gonna... Actually, no, I'm gonna make it pink. I'm gonna make it really big. Okay. There, now you can see what I'm reading better. She moves her hand slowly up your back and around your stomach. Her nails drag across your skin, just close enough to threaten slicing open your flesh. You feel her soft hands press against you. It's a surprisingly cool touch, which feels amazing. After being in the sweltering heat all day. She lightly drags her hand across your stomach and chest before revealing her true colors and sliding her blet bong up the back of your neck. You jolt suddenly, as expected of an ASMR master. An ASMR master. Oh my god, that's funny. I don't think I would consider myself an ASMR master, but thank you for thinking I am. As expected of an ASMR master, she knows exactly how to catch you off guard. During this moment of distraction, she quickly moves her hand down to grab a hold of the blend forming in your pants. You try to let out words. Immy, please, not now. Oh, let out the words. Immy, please, not now. But her sudden squeeze renders you speechless. She has now resorted to leaving disses on your neck. Her hand slowly starting to make a lumping motion. This was getting dangerous. Using the strength of her thighs, she grasps your leg even tighter. You can feel the dryness soak through her skimpy nightgown and leak onto your leg. Frick. She gets dry so quickly. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I could That's the only thing I could think of. Just then she slides out from behind and looks you in the eyes while she slowly descends to the bottom half of the bed. She turns your body and rests on your leg, gently caressing them and trailing her nails across individual strands of leg hair. She lowers her face into your... I keep forgetting that I'm a member here. Welcome. Thank you. Immy the desert Bisou. She's so dry. Yeah, sand is spilling out of her. She lowers her face into your crotch and takes a deep... she lowers her face into your notch and takes a deep whiff. She's always so pretty doing this. She runs her bong up your underwear, tracing out the shape and dampening your notch. Brother, she says while resting her head in your lap, please let me hex. You want to refuse. You have to refuse. You know exactly how these things go. Letting her have her way is unacceptable. However, you want this just as much as she does. You're dying for it. In fact, you're so lost in thought that you didn't even notice that she had already removed her socks. Brother, you're such a pushover, she says, clearly pent up from holding back. The pout on her face is full of anticipation, but also disappointment. She slithers up your body like a snake who has found its prey. Fine then, since my dummy big brother can't make up his mind, I'll have to do it for him. Your brain takes a while to comprehend the situation, probably because all the blood was flowing in the opposite direction. Before you can breathe out a word of protest, she lowers herself down the full blast, letting out a sigh of happiness. I feel like I'm so bad at censoring as sweet sand leaks out from above her. This fucking nut already hexed. A devilish groan creeps in onto her face as she presses down on your chest. She raises her body and lowers it in a rhythmic motion that can make any man fold. The feeling of the cold air hitting against your giggle stick as she pulls out, then being enveloped by her by her coldness. I don't know. I'm just using the opposite words now. Enveloped by her blanket as she pushes herself back down. At this point, she's moving faster, clearly haven't gotten used to this position already. She stares down at you with a look of pure giggliness. She lowers her face towards yours to close your mouth, but stops right before contact. I don't think you deserve this, silly brother. She lets out a giggle of hers and sat back up, bouncing up and down even more than before. Clearly just using the giggle stick beneath her as a lever and having fun. Fuck, this is so bad. I'm so sorry. My censoring is so bad. She pants softly to herself. Her legs start to shake as the hex begins to spur. Until suddenly, her entire world shifts in an instant. Suddenly, she's laying on the bed, spread, feeling empty and confused. Brother, what's wrong, Oni-chan? You ignore her useless question and put her arms to the bed, placing your full weight above her body in order to place yourself into the hammock as deep as possible in one go. She let out a shocked face. Clearly surprised at the sudden filling of the hammock. It was an amazing feeling, but also more painful than it had been before. Wait, brother, her sentence was interrupted by a sharp swing into the hammock. Consecutive swings follow one after the other, shaking the entire hammock with its support. I'm so bad at this. She can no longer voice her concerns now that her mouth is left gasping from each swing. Brother, please. She manages to squeeze out a few words between her surprise. The force has been too powerful for her to speak coherently. Tears form in her eyes as she claws at your arm desperately. She would have been able to actually fool you if it wasn't for that big fucking smile on her face. The hammock swing technique. Here, I'll put on a little bit of a blush. I'm sorry, brother. Please have mercy. She clearly doesn't mean that. And you know, if you stopped now, there would be hell to pay as well. It's not like you could stop anyways. Brother, you grip her throat to try and quell her constant pleas, swinging on the hammock as roughly as the drool from her mouth drips onto your hand. The harder you squeeze her hand, the tighter the hammock gets. There's not an ounce of fear or shame in her face. This bitch probably let you crush her windpipe. Would probably let you crush her windpipe if you wanted, but you loved her too much for that. I should put like Christian words next time, but I don't know Christian words. It would be funny to be like, she crushes your crucifix. Your cross. That's people would get mad at that. Now's the time to take back what was yours. You pull her upper body off the bed and connect your fingers with hers, intertwining your fingers and dancing around each other. Before pulling back, you take a good amount of sand out of her mouth and mix it with your own. She sits there obediently, waiting for an order like a good girl. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Before pulling back, you take a good amount of Holy Spirit out of her mouth. You take that Holy Spirit and spit it back at her directly in her face. She accepts it gracefully like a gift on Christmas Day. Now Hex. These words resonate through her ears right on cue. Her body erupts in a violent hex. Sand splashing against your body, and sand flowing down your giggle stick, which at the same time spurts more sand back into her hammock. Don't worry, she's been on her pills. Heavy pants fill the room as you both look at each other with pure toast. With the prettiest smile you've ever seen, she says, "I love you, Ani-chan." Good job, that was a good one. I like that one. And after I read some of them on AO3, I'll try going through my marrows if anyone has any to send there. Listen, I didn't read any of these beforehand, so I'm coming up with words on the spot to replace it, you know? Right, so there is VAllure the movie, But it's 10,000 words, and I don't want to read 10,000 words on stream, so I might read chapter 1 or 2. Here's another PinPal Immy one. I'll change the title so you can find it. There. Very good censorship. Thank you, thank you. Can you replace naughty words with oomph? Sure, I can try. I can try. Alright, it's called Make You Feel. It's another PinPal X Immy. This one's got face oomphing. Oomphing, drunk oomphing, a hammock oomphing, drunk oomphing, grinding, teasing, ratty, oomphing, or oomph licking. Self-insert. There you go. Better use the boom sound effect, the vine boom. Should I? That would be so annoying though. Also, I don't think I used voice mod to do the sound effects, and it doesn't work right now for some reason. Alright, ready? Summary: your girlfriend and little bister Immy Bisou has gone out to a bar without telling you. After a 14-hour shift, you're incensed to find your apartment empty and head to her favorite watering hole to get her. Punishment is clearly needed. Rain fell upon you mercilessly. You need to get your girlfriend, but the wrath of winter was rapidly making you regret your devotion to her. Bitch probably hitting on another bitch probably hitting on another guy at the bar. The thought came to you before you could even correct yourself, causing your eye to twitch with disgust at your own mind. Finally, you made it to the bar she frequented. Neon lights filled the sidewalk with purple luminescence, but your frustration made everything but the doorway dull. You burst in, causing people's head to turn. It was 3 AM after all, and the new visitor at this time was... ... God, I can't believe you, she said. Immy sat at a stool, talking to a man that, even in your incensed state... What does incensed mean? Seemed far below her. She was dressed in her outing clothes. Jacket, jean shorts, tank top, and the thong that rode her hips. We just met and you want me to take me back to your place? Oh, we just met and you want to take me back to your place? She finally looked up from her drink, staring at you with an expression somewhere between concern and worry. You march up to her, glowering at the man she apparently just met. She's drunk, back the fuck off. Oh, that's the pin pal. She's drunk, back the fuck off. Sorry. Incensed is angry. Ah, okay. You say, never breaking eye contact from Immy. Who the fuck are you? Said the man said, rising. Immy stared at you with barely concealed joy. With amusement, you noted the flab on the random man's triceps flapping as he stood. What does that mean, the flab on the man's tricep? We were just... Say anything other than my bad or sorry and I'll beat your ass into a pulp. He sunk back into his stool, turning away from you. Fuck off then, he murmured, sipping from his beer. Immy came to your side at once, clutching your hips with near desperation. Flabby arm muscle? Oh, I see. I'm sorry. She murmured. You said nothing as you take her out of the bar, leading her gently into your car. Despite your anger, you can never bring yourself to hurt your girl. Unless she wanted it. Minutes later, you cruise through downtown, letting the air settle before you asked anything. After just long enough that you saw her squirming, you asked Immy the burning question. So who was he? Her face became beet red. Oomping her oomphs together. Nobody. She replied. Nobody I'd care about. Really? Because you seemed like you almost wanted to come back to his place when he asked. You replied. She cringed in the passenger seat, attempting to warm herself with the AC against the chill you emanated. I was going to say no, you're being ridiculous. How the fuck do I know that? You replied, rage seeping through the cracks of your calm. You're dodging the point. You almost let him get in your pants. It's like you want me to punish you for being such an evasive bitch. Immy ground her oomphs together, as if attempting to quell her oomph. I just wanted to tease him. You're being unreasonable, alright? It was nothing serious. Don't call me a bitch. It makes me... She replied, cutting herself off. You look over and note the dry spot in her oomph seeping through her jorts. I'm sorry, why am I wearing jorts? Oh wait, I am wearing jorts. I do wear jorts. Jean shorts. Why are jorts? Rapidly expanding as you stare at it. Despite her protest, she wanted something like this. You show your teeth sharp and white. At a stoplight, you lean in to oomph her, allowing your oomphs and her oomph to mingle. Jacket, jeans, shorts, tank top. Got it. She doesn't resist. In fact, she pushed into the sudden embrace. Show me how much of a bitch I am when we get home, she says, finally breaking from the sloppy oomph. You'll never go to a bar without me again, you reply. Say it. Your forceful tone causes her to tremble, even as she clutches her body, or your body. You just stay there for what feels like eternity, until a sudden honk from a car behind you breaks you apart. You press on the gas, but Immy grips your collar, pulling you into a stare that makes you slow down. I'll never go to a bar without you again, big brother. Immy replies. You nearly swerve out of your lane, foot practically slamming on the gas pedal into the floor when she says that, reaching 50 miles per hour. Is that fast? The most unrealistic part of this is someone wearing jorts. I'm wearing jorts! These are jorts! Also, notice how my rigging has changed a little bit? I can actually wiggle my hips a little bit. Which is fun. But I'm wearing jorts! 50 miles per hour is highway speed. Oh. I didn't know that. These are shorts. Wait, what's the difference between jorts and shorts? Jorts go almost to the knees. Oh. I didn't know that. I mean... no, they don't really go to my knees. Okay. Her soft hands meld into your bicep as you speed towards home. An hour later. The alcohol was clearly beginning to take its toll on Immy, barely able to walk from the garage to the elevator and then to your apartment. She murmurs incomprehensibly into you, something like affirmations of how you're her Pookie and big brother. You didn't care. All that mattered for the rest of the night was how you were going to punish Immy for her actions tonight. You practically tossed her on the floor, change into sweatpants, and stride into the kitchen, finding a beer in the fridge. You turn off the lights in your place and down the cheap alcohol within a minute. Hearing her murmurs from the other room simply makes you... cooler. You stride back to your bedroom, finding Immy sitting nicely on the floor. She had clearly attempted to put more clothes on. But her intoxicated state had failed her, leaving her in nothing more than her rat onesie and rat socks. Her rat onesie practically screamed at you that she wanted more. She stared at you piteously before burying her face in a pillow. Help, she says, the sound muffled by linen and memory foam. I almost said femory moan. What? I couldn't hear that, you reply, lying. You wanted to savor every second of her agony. Immy tensed up before bringing her eyes out of the pillow to stare at you with an odd mixture of dislike and want. Help me put this sweater on. You crawl into bed, then oh my god. Then gently put on her sweater and a second pair of pants. Her flat chest is flat. And flat as a board with flatness. You leave her you leave her socks on for one more embarrassment you intend to put her through. You become the big spoon with Immy, her whines and grunts into you simply making you happier. You forgot to dress yourself. You forgot to put more clothes onto yourself, and when she realizes this, her whines become more unhappy. What, you're not gonna punish me? Just gonna spoon me until I hex from oomphing on you? She says, tone bratty. God, I knew you were Her train of thought is broken by sensual oomphs as you put your giggle stick between her oomphs. Teasing her oomph and causing her to cry. I don't know. You're so mean, Immy says, twisting to meet your eyes before burying her face in your chest. I want you. I want you so fucking bad. She oomphs. Your immense frame muffling her words. You must be drunker than I thought. I can barely understand you. Hot dog in the oomphs. You return, lying again. You wanted this bratty little bitch to beg for you, and even when she did, you wanted her to beg even more. It was just... It was just dessert? For her... Wait, it was just desserts for her, even entertaining some fuckhead? I think it's supposed to be deserved. It was just deserved for her, even entertaining some fuckhead. She grinds even more on your oomph, causing you to elicit a soft oomph. Immy's confidence begins to return. Yeah, sure, she says, grinning at you, that small gap in her teeth practically glaring at you. I know you want this too, big bro. All pretense of subtlety gone, you leap on top of her bunk bed, pinning her oomphs to the side of the oomph. She squeals, both from the pain of your hands digging into her skin and from the anticipation of oomph from what was about to oomph. I feel like I'm really scared to like say too much, you know? Just deserts, a deserved punishment or reward. Really? Oh, I didn't know that means. I didn't know that. Oh, just desserts. Deserts or desserts? I didn't know. Waiter, more oomph, please. Immy smiles coyly, staring at you with a mixture of fear and want. She opens her mouth to speak, but before she can, you latch your oh, desserts like the food. Oh, okay. Oh god, how do I say this? You latch your mouth onto one of her ice cream bowls, causing her to sigh happily because you love ice cream. You did want this, but she needed to be taught a lesson. You savor the taste of her ice cream with her whipped cream, sucking until she's practically oomping with delight. You feel Immy tense up and suddenly unlatch your mouth from the ice cream, leaving her sad and kicking her legs into your side. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. I need more water. She moans. I mean, she says, staring at you with undisguised hate. All you can do is grin as you sit on her bunk bed and put your pants on, revealing your giggle stick. Where was I? Oh shit, I lost where I was. Okay, there it is. The hatred in her eyes turns to want as she stares at your giggle stick, wanting nothing more than to be giggled like a bitch in heat. Redacted is good too. Redacted is a good word. Bring that giggle stick here, boy. I feel like if it's a word you could say on YouTube like sweat, you don't want to oomph it. But here's the thing, like, there's, like, within the context, it can still sound bad, so I don't want to risk it, you know? Because, you know, the AI is kind of smart. Like, yeah, within the context, it still sounds bad. Again, you deny Immy her desire, releasing your grip on her wrist only to replace them with your ankles. As you hover your giggle stick above the cliff, she stares at you, desire undisguised on her face. She moves to lick a cherry. But you move away, causing her to let out a sound of anger. You merely smile down at her. You want to be punished? How about I oomph your throat before I even... How about I oomph your throat before I even start to give you what you want? You say, her pupils dilating as she understands what's coming. Before Immy has a chance to protest, you place your giggle stick into her... cave. She doesn't attempt to resist. On the contrary, she starts oomphing as you begin to oomph into the depths of her neck. Her legs kick out, attempting to gain some kind of control, but it's no use. You oomph deeply as you use her cave like a light. Redacted as deep as you can go. Only when her face turns to a shade between purple and red do you remove yourself, allowing her a moment to cough and suck in air. A giggle stick covered in Immy's sand, you hover over her, letting her inhale and exhale slowly. You hear the gurgle of... Does your cave glow? No. Upper or lower cave? Upper cave. Sorry, upper cave. You hear the gurgle of her stomach as the liquor within struggles against the oxygen, Immy nearly vomiting as she catches her breath. You're being too rough, please. Immy pleads. As soon as the words leave her mouth, you're back to oomphing her upper cave. Merciless oomphs filling your body with warmth. You lean forward and grasp her ankles. Oh, okay, I was confused about the position, but I think I get it now. Redacted as you use her cave for your pleasure. You pull out to allow her to breathe again. And of course, the brat can't help herself from speaking. My head feels so fussy, she says, eyes staring through you to the ceiling. Please. Please what, you say, breathing the words. Say what you want. Fucking plead for it, you say, taking your giggle stick away to stare into her eyes. She focuses on you after a moment, the blankness in her eye and her gaze fading into redacted. She stares through you, then into you, a smile curving her lips up and breaking the trails of saliva that had come from using her cave. Pick me, please. I need you, so bad. I'll never go to a bar without you again, big brother. Please just pick me, please. Womp sound. Womp. Her legs, close as far as they can go. Rat onesie drenched in sand. That was what you were waiting for. God, look how dry you are, you reply, reaching down to rub her lower cave through the fabric. She squirms at the subtle touch, oomping between your oomphs. You're really sorry, huh? I didn't think just a little ducking would make you this dry. She stares at you, pouty. Yes, it's opposite day, okay? It's opposite day, I'm sorry. A little ducking? Immy replies, incredulous. You dismount her and lean in to redacted her, but rather than the more hungry gesture it was in the car, it was one of love. Immy punctuates her point by glucking on your oomph as you pull away. You can't help it. You laugh a bit, and she does the same. Seems the alcohol was getting to you as well. This gex may have been punishment in the beginning, but now it was love. Love for this small woman who had come into your life and made every day brighter than the last. The man from the bar was little more than an afterthought. Immy would never betray your trust. She was your little sis after all. She was yours now and forever.
I'm just letting you know, Immy, that VAllure has a fanfiction on Wattpad.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll read one from there too then. Thank you. Thank you for the $5. You dismount the bunk bed and position yourself between her bones. She practically squeals as you strip her as you place I'm so bad at this. As you put her rat onesie on, tossing it onto her without ceremony. She hadn't shaved in a few weeks, but the subtle oh my god, the subtle ginger fuzz around her dog was more inviting than anything. You place your chip at her cave, but lean in as she protests the pause. Tell me you love me. I love you more than anything. Oh wait, sorry. Tell me you love me. I love you more than anything else in the world, she replies, the lust in her eyes mixing with genuine love. Tell me you need me, you say, with a toothy smile breaking through your lips. I need you more than food and air, Immy replies, squirming a bit. As a reward, your chip enters her cave, or her dog, and Immy moans with delight as you do. Slowly, agonizingly slow, you take it out. You push out. You push Immy out. Fuck, I'm so bad at censoring, I'm so sorry. Until you can't anymore. Her cave pulsating with every oomph that escapes her. You stare into her eyes as she grips the pillow, cushioning her head. Face oomphing with oomph. You pull out the chip, then push it back in again. her supple body drying up into the sheets as you pick her gently. The contrast from the absolute redacted her neck had received made her twitch, as if expecting you to hammer into oomph without mercy. Does she squimble the oingo boingo? Should I use those words too? You could do a dressing down of her rank in the force. That sounds like it would be okay. What does that mean? What does that mean? But the punishment was over now. It was just you, Immy, and the sweet love you wanted to give her. You remove yourself with your natural strength, flip her onto her tummy before plunging your giggle stick back, causing her to tense up. She hexes without ceremony, her caves blowing up, exploding across the sheets between your bones as you simply continue to pick. Your mind goes blank as all that is left is the thrusting of dips and the sound of happiness from Immy. Like stripping of rank and badge. Oh, like you remove her badge. Her throat and cave had brought you to Hex before you knew it. It didn't matter if it was a safe day. She wanted you and you were all too eager to obey. Opposite day hexing with little sister, how lewd. Immy, give me your badge and gun, you're getting fired. With a prolonged yippee! You finished in the depths of her dryness, shooting rope after rope of mayonnaise into her. Immy had to bite the pillow to prevent a scream of scream of happiness. Legs twisting and spasming with happiness as you arrived at your destination, only pulling out when your giggle stick stopped pulsing. Which took a short while. Your mayonnaise began to leak as soon as you arrived at your destination, staining the bed sheets. Though after how much she had exploded before, a little mayonnaise didn't particularly matter. You collapsed next to Immy, one hand on the small of her back and the other cradling the top of her head. She buries her face into your chest, rapidly rising and falling as your heart calms down from the picking. The sun began to leak from the shades as dawn rapidly broke, painting small lines of light onto Immy's supple skin. She hugs you as you run your fingers through her hair. God, I love you, she says, breaking from your chest to stare into your eyes. Once the afterglow wore off, the bratty smile you adore comes to her face. I should tease people at bars more often. You glower? Is it glower or glower at her? Before snickering, pushing her head back into you. Don't expect me to be this nice again if you do. You giggle and snuggle into each other until sleep takes you. Ah, that was cute! Is it glower or glower? Glower? Snowballer6789 left a kudos on this work. Nice snowballer. I also consider myself a snowballer. Do you want to read an Azura one? This one's 7,000 words. That's kind of a lot. Okay, there's no more ones for me, so we can do Azura, we can do Strani, or we can do Mercy for the individual ones left. Did you ever imagine doing this as your day job? No. This is much better than what I imagined. Azura, Strani, Mercy, Strani, Mommy. Could you do a poll? Here. Okay, I started the poll. These are on Archive of our own. Did I not write that? I think I forgot. Here. Okay, Strani's winning, so I'm gonna do Strani's first. Alright, Strani. It's called, hold on, let me write it down for ya. Oh, this one's also by the same person. It's called Lampoctus? Is that right? Lampoctus? Might be hard to censor the strong one. What do you mean the strong one? So the tags are grape, butt oomph, hand oomph, handcuffs, vampire oomph, human and vampire relationship, character turned into a vampire, hypnotism, forced hexing, or no, it's Strani, forced inking, multiple inks, enemies, hardcore, painful gex, and grinding. Lampoctaeus. Oh, Lampoctaeus. Okay. Lampoctaeus? I don't know. Okay. Summary. It was supposed to be a simple job. Grab some girl, hold her hostage, clean out a rival's bank account. The simple jobs are never simple. Oh, it's a birthday gift for Strani. Did she ever read it? I hope she read it. Remember, everyone except the girl is on the table. Kill all the rest. If they use her as hostage, ... the man in the passenger seat chambered around in his pistol, ... we take our chances. A torrent of rain fell on the front windshield as your squad passed under a bridge, taking the next exit into Lower East Side. Your hands trembled gently. Subconsciously pressing your foot against the submachine gun between your legs. This was it, your first real operation with the gang. You rolled four deep. You rolled 4 deep? What does that mean? You rolled 4 deep, including yourself. On your way to take some girl captive and ring her daddy for every cent. The Reef Gang. The Reef Gang. 4 people. Okay. I need to go lower on my chair. Okay. The Reef Gang had crossed you for the last time. It was time to hit back. Big money. The man in the passenger seat, your team's leader, Andre, looked back at you. You got the injection. You palm your coat pocket and felt the thin cylinder filled with the sedative. You nod back at him. fucking quiet tonight. You nervous? I thought submachine gun was a euphemism for a second. Like... Oh, no, it wasn't. That's why I encourage you to look at the fanfiction yourself so you know when I'm doing, like, censoring words, you know? Your brother in arms, Dolphin, elbowed you a little too hard. Square-jawed and olive skin, his grin wrinkled the two teardrop tattoos near his eyes. You scoffed. This is a new one for me. Lay off, you replied. The car turned gently into the beginnings of an industrial district by the river, your destination only a few miles away at this point. I'm messing with you, it'll be easy. You pull into an alley, brick and metal walls surrounding you. Your driver pulls out an analog clock and sets it on the dashboard as your teammates tense up. You reach down and grab your UMP. Dolphin grabbing his own and checking that it was loaded. The team's hands all grasped their door handles. Rain pounded on the metal of the car, roaring every other sound, including your seatbelt. Roaring over every other sound. 10 minutes, the driver said. He pressed the top of the clock. 3 doors burst open, and the hit was on. It was a quick run to the warehouse's back entrance. Water crashing against the wall next to you. You and Dolphin took both sides of a green metal door, no guards visible yet. Andre pulled his lock-picking kit from within his leather jacket, suddenly working the door's handle until a soft click was audible over the downpour. The doors slowly creaked open and you visually cleared the inside. Stone stairs leading up the I just licked my microphone by accident. Stone stairs leading up to the building proper. Dolphin took point while you headed up the rear, walking slowly, careful not to cross your feet. At the top of the stairs, another door sat slightly ajar. You entered the warehouse proper and immediately felt something was very, very wrong. It was pitch black, no windows, no lights, just darkness. As Andre reached into his pocket for a glow stick, you and Dolphin switched on the flashlights on the side of your guns, sweeping the area. It was an old automobile factory, motorcycle and car parts alike, sitting and gathering dust near assembly lines. You noted with mild interest that the windows had been completely covered with sheet metal, as if whatever the Reef Gang was doing in here was so illicit that not even the sun was allowed to see them. A strange smell struck your nostrils. Rotten meat? The squad slowly assembled near the front entrance of the factory, having found the production floor completely empty. Where is everyone? Bingo? You hissed. This doesn't make any sense. There's supposed to be at least a few. Screeching wheels interrupted Andre, someone honking a horn twice. Your car was gone. This was a setup. A setup. I need to be that microphone. I wish I were your microphone. My breath doesn't smell good. My breath smells bad. Your team rushed towards the door you had come from, but before you could get there, something slammed it shut with the sound of wrenching metal. As you trained your flashlight on the exit, you saw something had pulled it shut and crushed the doorknob. You stood with your backs against each other in a triangle, scanning everywhere. Though your confidence had risen as you burst into the warehouse, now it was all gone. What the hell could have done something like that to solid steel? It's Strone! A flash of red light in the corner of your eye. You trained your gun on it, but the glow was gone as you did. Something's on the catwalk, you whispered. Stroney's on the catwalk! Only fire if you have a clear shot, Dolphin replied. You moved slowly towards the main entrance of the warehouse. Every so often, a glint of scarlet could be seen, but every time you tried to get a bead on it, it was gone. Something, or someone, was hunting you. Andre finally reached the front entrance, kneeling down to begin picking the lock as you covered him. Something dripped onto your head from above you. You pointed your gun at the ceiling, finding nothing but a shimmer of light that dodged into the dark again. You felt your head and brought the substance to your nose, but you couldn't identify the scent. It wasn't blood, but it smelled strange and felt gooey. It's ink! Is it ink? Oh my god, I hope it's ink. A blur of movement was caught in the light. You dodged out of the way as something wet slammed into the wall. Your light shone on the door and found Andre. His corpse, rather. Something had slammed his head into the door and burst it like a grape within a second. The perpetrator gone. Flesh and bone fragments painted the metal like a painting of an explosion. A feminine laugh filled the air with delight. I can't laugh like Strani. Along with the sound like slurping, you and Dolphin's gun searched the area desperately but found no one. The fuck is this? Dolphin nearly yelled, his bravado gone. You're... Fuck, I can't do Strani's voice. Your tomb. I can only do British. Your tomb, of course. The seductive, slightly Scottish accented voice came from everywhere and nowhere. All sense of cohesion gone, you tracked the crimson luminescence as it dodged from shadow to shadow, unable to get a solid sight. Dolphin fired into the air randomly, making you cringe as the rapid reports of the gun echoed through the warehouse. The smell of blood and burning powder filled your nostrils, making you sick. You attempted to yell at Dolphin to stop and calm down, but your voice was lost in the panicked firing. Somehow the laugh of the creature hunting you could be heard over it. Not the fun kind of grape from Mame? I think it is the fun kind of grape. What other... This is fun! Or do you not want her to kill people? You just want, like... When Dolphin's gun clicked dry, you shouted at him. Dolphin... Oh, Dolph! Think for a pale blur slashed your friend's throat open, spilling viscera and blood as it trailed away. You didn't even have a chance to scream as he collapsed. You finally had a sight of the creature, barely able to make out its pale skin and puffy hair glowing red. You unleashed a barrage of gunfire on the beast, but as soon as you had attacked, you suddenly lay on the floor, pinned to the ground by the neck. The woman giggled at you as you struggled to breathe, a hand tracing up your side and feeling into your coat's pocket. Your gun had slid meters away, useless. Bloody grape has its place? Yeah! That's the best kind, is it not? Ah, poor little gangbanger. What does that mean? Her form was invisible in the shadows, save for glowing eyes without pupils, her incandescent hair, and a Cheshire grin. Her skin was cold as ice. Her power over you was immense as a glacier. She reached into your coat and removed the syringe. You lose. Any last words? Your pride won against your desire for air. Go fuck yourself. You choked out the insult. Or you choked... You choked the insult out. Gangbanger, a criminal who shoots people. Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. She giggled, pressing the syringe into your arm and squeezing the contents into your blood. Why would I do that? The world became blurry, a haze overtaking your sight as the sedative filled you. You began to slip into sleep, but you could hear her hum out one last thing. When I have you now. Oh my god. Okay. Lights, sounds, feelings, everything was muddy and drunken. You'd been in and out of consciousness for who knew how long, like multiple dreams spaced between darkness. When you finally awoke fully, you found yourself in a chair, a swinging red light above you illuminating the area. You sat on a chair in the center of a small concrete room, a single door set into the wall opposite of you. Metal cuffs secured your wrists. Behind the uncomfortable throne, you looked around, spotting a mattress behind you, splattered with dark stains. How many hours has it been? How many days? The smell of a slaughterhouse was rank around you. Your senses were assaulted with awfulness from the bloody room to the carnal to the carnal scent? Is that charnel or carnal? Here comes the butt stuff. Countless minutes passed, turning into hours. You'd vomited twice, the first time to attempt to clear the drug from your system, and the second because of the smell. Your stomach churned wildly. After an eternity of waiting, the door finally opened. The woman before you was an image of... oh, I don't know how to say that word. Lithe perfection? Her skin was pale, only marginally pink. Bare up to her thighs, her hips were wide, but not enormous, and her chest was an earnest medium. A black skirt draped over her wide hips, fit with a golden belt buckle and zippers that uncovered her thighs. The vest that barely covered her chest was connected to the skirt by a light maroon belt. Thin cloth covered her arms, and golden bracelets sat loose around her wrists. A spiked regal collar framed the slender predator's face, reflecting the subtle glow of her puffy hair. Oh, so it's carnal, right? Carnal. Charnel? Charnel or carnal? I don't know. I'm stupid, man. Carnal. Okay. Okay, thank you. Listen, I went to French school. I didn't... They didn't really teach us how to read in English. They taught us how to read in French. It's not carnal, it's charnel. Oh. Okay, okay. She giggled at you, gazing at your half-awake eyes. And here I thought you'd be asleep until I got hungry. Hello, friend. You attempted to speak, but the sedative had made your lips and tongue worthless. A thin trail of drool leaked from your mouth as the woman slithered forward. She wrapped a hand around the back of your head and tilted it back, the other bringing a cup of foul-smelling liquid to your lips. It slid between your lips and down your throat against your will like an oily serpent. Its bizarre texture made you want to throw up again, but there was little energy and bile left within you to do so. She circled around you, tracing your muscles with its nails. Carnal like carnival, but it's spelled with CH. You've got more endurance in you than I thought, she hummed out, standing behind you. Her hair was the texture of soft grass against your head, her skin radiating a subtle chill. Who are you, mortal? You told her. It was the only thing you could will out before exhaustion consumed you again. She giggled, stroking the side of your face. What a pretty name. Oh my god. You can call me Strawny, Mrs. Cuddles, or Mommy. She hummed out the last part with her accent. Oh fuck! Mrs. Cuddles, or Mummy. Almost sounding like Mummy. You must be awfully confused. Get it over with. You gasped out the words before you could think. You knew she was about to torture you, or inflict such things upon you that were beyond your wildest dreams. All you wanted was the end. The slop she had forced you to drink slowly returned your vitality, working through your blood like liquid light. I need to go back down more. Hold on. Okay. Now I feel like I'm too low. I don't know. Strani scoffed at you and slapped you in the face gently, the sting lost in your fatigue. Not yet, dummy. She hummed, a scowl coloring her features as she circled behind you. Golden eyes glowered at you, forcing you to look away as she stalked to your rear. Don't you feel even a bit betrayed? Do you have any pride left, even now? I wouldn't have told you to fuck yourself if I didn't. You replied. There was no emotion in your voice, just fact. A cold splinter of will lay in your heart, one she would have to work to remove. Strani's sharp black nails scraped against your neck, 3 hot lines of pain drawing blood. She lapped up your life's water like a dog, her yippies heating up your skin. She slowly raised herself up to whisper in your ear, "That's the spirit, love. Make it hard for me. I like my meat with a bit of fight." What are you talking? Your heart dropped as you felt her fingers probing your waist. Oh god. She undid the buckle of your belt and put your pants on. Despite your attempts to resist, her strength was far beyond yours, ripping the denim apart slightly to get it on top of your butt. She reached down to grasp your giggle stick, her skin warming up as she pet you on the head. Strani's other hand reached beneath your shirt up to your chest, stroking your skin with an almost mocking affection. You tried to move further into the chair to at least make it more difficult, but she held you in place. Wait, don't! I have a girlfriend! You said. She scoffed. Yeah, me. Her fingers worked beneath your tidy whities. So slowly encircling your giggle stick and playing with it gently. That little bit of willpower you still had prevented your redacted. I don't know, should I not keep this VOD up? I'm worried. I'm worried. You couldn't give this beast what she wanted. You forced yourself to think of her hands as a deceased relative, but you forced yourself to think of her hands as a deceased relative, and it somehow worked. You remained squishy as she tried to lump your giggle stick, prompting a sigh. You're really gonna make me work for this, aren't you? She released you, rising to stand at your side. Take it down just in case. Call it tentacle instead of giggle stick. Okay, I think I might take it down then. I am very worried. Okay, I'll take it down after this. Here, I'll put it in the title so that people can know that it will be unarchived. Sorry. I have to play it really, really safe. I still will censor. I still will censor it, absolutely. I'll put it on Brosley. I want my Brosley to be for actual NSFW stuff. This isn't really NSFW. It's just like spicy. Kind of. Not even. It's not NSFW at all. Strani grabbed your chin and wrenched your face towards her, straining your neck and forcing you to stare at her. You were becoming lost in the gold of her eyes, watching as they seemed to shift and churn. Her black makeup began to run and flow like a waterfall. Face slowly turning black as night, Strani's toothy grin became the curve of a crescent moon, her eyes like twin stars, her pupils— Bro, this person really likes Strani! Her pupils slowly spun and swam in the ocean of amber. Everything became lost, sounds fading away, feelings slowly dulling, thoughts becoming lost in a cacophony of giggling. It was pure allure, pure seduction, pure You roared and forced your eyes shut. Oh, wait, you're being hypnotized. I see, I see. Whatever she was doing to you, she wanted you looking into her eyes. Get out of my head, you growl, grinding your teeth together. The taste of blood and the cold of the room returns as Strani's hypnosis was briefly stopped. She chuckled and you felt her hand cup your cheek. I'm getting flustered. I'm getting more flustered than my fanfictions. Just give in, plaything, she hummed, running a finger over your eyelids. I'll give you to the count of 3. If you don't look at me, this will hurt a lot more. You felt Strani's other hand cup your cheek, finger just beneath your lids. 1. Was it worth it to keep resisting? There was no way you could win against her. You could only hope to survive the assault that was to come. 2. She hummed in delight as you felt her thumbs and index fingers pressed against your eyelids, twin rods of ice pressing uncomfortably into your flesh. No, you had some pride left. You'd survived this long by yourself, fought, killed, clawed your way to a place of respect in the criminal underworld. You wouldn't let go without a fight. You'd resist until the very end. 3. If you're unarchiving this, then there's no reason to censor anymore, is there? Yes! Yes, there is, because YouTube still has access to it, even if I delete it. Strani forced your eyes open, nearly ripping the skin of your eyelids apart. Her face was less than an inch from yours, sending a shock of fright through your spine. Her gleaming pools locked with yours, drawing you deeper and deeper into her. The seductive choir of giggles filled your brain, echoing in your skull and smothering your train of thought. This is the most well-written one, yeah. Have Strani voice act her section? I don't know if she's available, but I can ask her. I can be in like the open mic section, and if anyone wants to join me and voice act as Strani, because I know I don't sound like Strani. If anyone wants to join me and voice act as Strani, they're free to do so. Okay. There. I joined our VC, so another girl might pop in. We'll see. Okay. I'm reading along and it's very explicit. No way should be okay even getting rid of the VOD. Well, I'll censor it as much as I can at least. Your muscles slowly melted into a relaxation against your will. Your body slowly heating up. The pride that had once been driving you became mush as her spell took hold. She sealed it with a dish. Her plush dishes pressed into you and releasing with a satisfied smile. There you go, my love. You only speak when I ask you a question. Oh, you only speak when I ask you a question. Now, who's my good boy? I am Mummet. Oh my god. You wouldn't get away with uncensored like they said. Yeah, I'm not doing it uncensored. You say... Your brain screamed against the words, but now you were trapped in the prison of your body. Your sight was ringed with pink light, vision wobbly, but everything that was Strani was clear. Her scent, her beauty, the softness of her skin. She sat on your chair, slowly putting on her vest. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. No, you've been bad. Strani freed her watermelons, a pair of gold barbells piercing her watermelons. She slowly moved up and down on your chest as she ground on your Glock, dry pants rubbing against your also dry pants. She grasped your handcuffs and broke them like she was snapping a twig, but the hypnosis kept your hands in their place. Your giggle stick giggled. Happiness flooding your thoughts despite your want to fight back. Making me go through all this effort. You're so mean, you know that? I'm sorry, mama, you say? The genuineness in your tone fighting against the hate in your mind. You can punish me. Can? She scoffed, grasping at the back of your head. Sweetie, you have no idea what you're in for. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go get more water and go to the bathroom, but I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Bro, this one's so good. Ah! Okay. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, thank you. This one's real spicy. Okay. Oh, okay. She tilted you back and sunk her teeth into your neck. To your mild fear, there was no pain. It was like hitting your bloodstream at the doctor's office. You felt the pressure as your fangs sank in, your blood slowly draining from you and into her. After about half a minute, Strani released you and licked your neck, pulling away to stare at you. What was she doing, you wondered? I'm like out of breath from going up the stairs, I'm sorry. That's when you felt odd, as she slowly slid down your body to kneel before you. Your body started to cool physically, though the heat remained in your senses. Your muscles twitched softly, like it was working out a particularly nasty hangover. Strani smirked at you as she grasped your giggle stick, making it moist and bloking it. Though she had been cold before, now she felt wonderful, like snow given a loving form. You had no idea the cold could feel so nice. And you despised it. There we go. Let me take over. Her breath stroked your giggle stick as much as her hands, face practically touching your chip. Strani's technique was immaculate. Her thumb occasionally came up to tease your chip. Her free hand cupping your cherries. You yippee! But inside, you were starting to well up with tears. This was wrong. This wasn't love. And somehow, it didn't even feel like dust. She was asserting her power over you, dominating you, owning you. She hawked twad. She suddenly picked up the pace, shacking you off rapidly. You breathed harder, heart racing as your mind failed to fight your desire to ink. You humped into, you bumped into her palms. Her giggles egging you on. Good. Keep going. Almost there. She tugged on your cherries, the heat building in your vein until you were boiling. That reminds me of the Donathon audio Mama released. Really nice. Your ink was a wave of happiness. Ink painting Strani's face in thick ropes. It'd been a few days since you and your likely now ex-girlfriend had gex, so your body was more than eager to cover her in ink. She laughed, not even blinking as some of it dripped into her eye. Ow! She collected it on her thumb and sucked on it. Never breaking eye contact, never blinking. The woman, no, the monster, kissed your giggle stick with mocking gentleness as she rose and put on her pants. My turn now, love. Are you ready? She asked. You saw her feline flash between her skirt, beneath her skirt. Cleanly trimmed and groomed. You managed to shake your head before the spell on you turned into a nod. But I just inked, mama. I'm sensitive. She sat on your chair, the Cheshire grin from the warehouse returning. This isn't for your pleasure, it's for mine. Now be a good little toy and sit still. Though you expected her feline to envelop you, instead, she pressed her chocolate starfish against you. Your ink and her sand served as boob. I can't. Served as doob. Placing herself against you. After an agonizingly long time, she allowed you to go in. You never done banal, so the sensation was bizarre to say the least. Tighter than normal gex, and her clenching felt like it was even more controlled. You thought girls weren't a fan of it, yet Strawny was yipping loudly as she slowly worked your giggle stick into her. The sensitivity of having just inked and her chocolate starfish was making this almost agonizing. Please, no more. Tears finally broke through your hypnosis, staining your face. You pleaded internally, but your mouth was worthless. Control still sapped from you. She rose and fell on you slowly at first, but started to quicken the rhythm. Though she couldn't hear your mind, she saw you your crying eyes and stuck out her tongue devilishly. Bleh. You shouldn't have resisted. In fact, let's make this a little worse. Damn, this is so good! Strani leaned in and and in a blink, the spell was gone. Now there was nothing stopping you. There was nothing to stop your cries and tears. No magic that kept you entranced. The monster slammed her bips onto you, causing you to gasp, unwilling to scream. You slammed your fists into her side, slashed at her with your fingernails, but nothing worked. You tried to kick away, but all that did was tilt over the chair and slam the back of your head into the edge of the bed? Wait, we're in a bed? You want to get more comfy? Good idea. Her voice was husky as she dismounted you with a belch. You rose and attempted to escape, but just as you passed her, she grasped the collar of your jacket like a student throwing a ball of paper. She tossed you onto the mattress and mounted the bed once more, grabbing your giggle stick and lowering it to her chocolate starfish. Is this AI written? No, it's not. I don't think so. It's really well done, I think. Stop, please, you whimpered. Your pride was shattered. There was nothing more she could take from you, mentally at least. A gnawing hole opened in your heart as you broke down crying. Stroni paused her fiddling to stare down at you. Her face held no pity, only satisfaction and a mild flush from the grueling gex. You don't have to do this, Strani. I won't try to get back at you. I'll join the reefs. I'll be a good reefling. Just please, no more. You're missing the point, she yippied, grinding her hips in a small circle while you were in. What? My little love, you were brought to me for exactly this. It worked out for both me and your boss that your two friends were snitches. I just wanted you, and now, slowly, you're turning into a vampire. You should feel happy that I wanted your giggle stick so bad that I'd turn you immortal to own you until the end of time. Strani leaned forward, eyes glittering with evil glee, your eyes widened, tears streaking down your face. You're insane, you fucking bitch. And you're fucking this bitch. Good. Oh, and you're fucking this bitch good. Oh, and you're picking this bitch good, aren't you? Fuck. Fuck. I'm sorry. I got too into it. I got too into it. Without missing a beat, she went back to making you pick her. Mad laughter mixed with yippies of delight. You tried to fight back again, but it was worthless. Even though you could feel strength filling you as a newly sired vampire, it was still nothing compared to Strani's punches, knees, and claws. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. It didn't stop her from bust. Finally, you gave in and let it happen. Despite yourself, you could feel small yippies escaping with the pleasure, with the happiness of her riding. That's it. I'm gonna... Strani yippied out. You could tell from her clenching that she was about to ink. You had become close as well. Giggle stick, threatening to ink. Suddenly, she pulled off, hands fiddling your giggle stick into her feline and slammed down again with a yelp. Come on, baby, you can't get me pregnant, so fill me up. Oh, fuck! I shouldn't say that either! Fuck! I shouldn't say that either! Finally, broken, you obeyed. Though nowhere near the blowed you unleashed on her face, you still had ink left to spare. Filling her up, she inked alongside you. Her dryness clenching almost uncomfortably. Her scream of joy slowly became a yippee. Redacting against your Glock before dismounting you. You watched emotionless as your ink dripped from her. You were so nice, sweetie. I love you. I love you. Oh wait, she whimpered that out. I shouldn't do that. You simply lay there, numb. Though you had given her a few bruises and some nasty looking cuts, her wounds healed rapidly as you washed. You could feel your teeth growing, a strange sensation like flexing the muscles in your jaw. Dark power filled you, the smell of your blood in the air becoming as enticing as a restaurant. The change was complete. Why me? You asked the ceiling, hollow. Strani clutched you a bit tighter, nuzzling your neck. It's your fault for being so cute. Now, you'll never have to age. You're my undying plaything. She replied. Disgust churned in your stomach as you realized the affection in her tone was genuine. Strani had graped you and called it love. Don't worry, given time, I'm sure you'll come to love me back. Just let me sleep. Oh, just let me sleep! I'll never forgive this. Cold rage seeped through your numbness. You brought your face down to stare at her, finding only a smug smile and heavy-lidded eyes greeted you. Never is a long time, baby. But right now... Her eyes shifted, pupils swirling slowly in her golden irises, your pride gone and wanting nothing more than the release of the void. You allowed the hypnosis to take over. She pecked you on the bips. I think I want my obedient boy for aftercare. Thank you. Your mind fell into slumber as your body danced to her tune. That was very well done. I really enjoyed that one. That was really good. Alright, now we still have... These are all by the same person, too. You should send that to Strani? Sure, I'll send it to her. Look up what Lampoctius is. They're cool as fuck. Oh, it's like a red jellyfish, right? Cool. Have you heard that one that Azura read on her stream? I have not. Should I read that one now? I can't even do Azura's voice. Oh my god. Never mind, Strani. This one. Everything They Whisper in the Night. Then end on Mercy. We'll see how much time is left after Azura. They're called Bloody Belly Comb Jelly. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alrighty. This one's for Azura and the reader. The tags are Friends to Lovers, 6'9", Drugged Gex, Pregonanant, the sitting on top of the face, Asphyxiation, Demon Human Relationship, Self-insert, Curses, Manipulation, Mummy, Breath, Play, Flemdom, Multiple. What would Azura call milking? Should I do milking? No, I feel like that's too obvious. What would Azura call it? No mirror ones? If they're short, maybe I can do them. But if they're as long as these ones, which are really long... I'll just go back to udder forming. Baby batter! Feeding? Okay, sure, we'll do feeding. Multiple feedings. Feeding denial. Bleeding? Okay, multiple bleeding. Before the fertility goddess Azura Dulat created life, there was naught but primordial nature, fire, water, earth, air. Before this, there was the void, cold and brimming with potential. Before even this, before the spark of life was born in the dark, demons lurked, both malicious and benign. Their souls were changed with time to fit those who worshipped them. Gods, angels, monsters. One, however, would never truly change, for life cannot exist without dust. And in the strange eons to come, at times their true self is revealed. This one's even longer, I think. This one's 7,000. Previous one was 4,000. Okay. Before the I'm not gonna follow with my... I should. Okay. Before the fertility goddess Azura Dila created life, there was naught but primordial nature. Wait. That's the same thing. One, however... Oh, wait. That's the same thing as the summary. Okay. How many times do we need to go over this before you get it? Ah yes, the bi-weekly yelling session from your boss. You swore he got off on berating you for some easy to fix mistake. Today it had been a Teams message to an executive containing information meant for someone else. It had been a quick delete the moment you saw it, but as it happened, your taskmaster... Fucking hell. They cooked. The 7K one took 45 minutes for referencing. Ah, frick. Oh, frick. This one's gonna take like an hour. How long is the Mercy one? 5,000. Okay, just because it's all written by the same person, I'll finish the Azura one and then I'll go to... Let's see what's on Wattpad. How long is the one on Wattpad? Oh, I can't find it. Does anyone have the name? I need a name. Even when I search up my name, nothing really shows up. But, I'll read a few off of Marrow's if they're not too long after I'm done this 01. I'm cool with hearing Mercy. I just feel bad because it's all written by the same person. So I want to give, like, other people the chance to be read on stream, if that makes sense. But yeah, I can't find the one on Wattpad that someone mentioned. It had been a quick delete the moment you saw it, but as it happened, your taskmaster had seen it over your shoulder and gotten huffy. You rested your chin in your hand, resigned. This would pass soon. Doesn't it make more sense to do all the ones made for this stream first? Well, I don't know if this was made for this stream specifically. But I do want to give other people the chance, and because Archive of Our Own can be a little bit iffy to make an account on to post. Some people like have content they wanted me to read but couldn't make an Archive of Our Own account. So that's why I said just send it to my Marrows and I'll try to read some from there. I saw it the other day. I saw it the other day. Those stories disappear from that site all the time. Aw, that sucks. Well, it's okay. If you're talking about like the really long one, it's on Archive of Our Own too, but it's 10,000 words, I think. And I'm already gonna get tired reading this one. Every other week you mess up, whether it's some bull at the morning meeting or sending a report number to someone 20 times your pay grade. You can't get simple communication right. We're a telecom company. Can you... The berating fell into a muted static noise in your ears. Instead, you turned your attention to your coworker, who looked at you with a smile that could only say, sorry. Sonia. Your once crush had been the one to train you when you started a few years back. Curly brown hair flowed over matching eyes. Skin the color of smooth dark chocolate. Is this Sonia Azura? You locked eyes with her and wiggled your eyebrows the classic way you wordlessly said, "Can you believe this shit?" She stifled a giggle and returned to looking at her PC as the static in your ears faded away. Get you a class on the Get you a class on the Get you a class on proper workplace communication. You do it, and I don't see any problems in the next few months. I'll consider bumping your performance review to adequate. Understood. Yes, sir, my bad. You reply, not meaning it at all, but attempting to sound solemn. He shakes his head, grumbling as he leaves. You stare blankly at your monitor, gazing longingly at the clock, only a couple of hours before the weekend. A message popped up on Teams, and your mood immediately changed. It was a gif of a chihuahua bouncing with a bottle of beer, followed by a question mark from Sonia. It'd been a few weeks since you'd gone out for a post-work meeting, and you were all too happy to accept with a thumbs-up emoji. You glanced toward her and... Oh, sorry, I disconnected for a second. I don't know why it said OBS disconnected. Okay. Okay. That's weird. The the clock began to move faster. I really don't get what his problem is with you, buddy. Sonya's a zero, right? Sonya said, her soft voice somehow easily audible over the rowdy bar. Seriously, it's like you killed his dog in a past life. Your local dive was a crowded joint on Friday, especially at this time of the year. The fiscal year for the federal government came to a close just a week prior, crowding the tavern with cops and office workers alike. You and Sonya sat at a booth, every ounce of your willpower being used to keep your eyes off off her enormous chest. She changed into a tight t-shirt and sweatpants, making your struggle Herculean. A sampler tray of fucking hell, I can't. Okay, listen, I was always a slow reader in class. A sampler tray of fried foods sat in front of you, framed by 2 pints of beer that had already been obliterated by you both. Dude's just a fucking nutcase. I made a couple of mistakes when I was just starting, and now he treats me like a stress ball. I feel like I need to talk like a zero, but I can't. It's gotten worse lately, hasn't it? That's my attempt. It's pretty bad. She replied, grabbing an onion ring and munching it down. Slower? Talk even slower than that? Yeah, word around the office is he's getting divorced. Makes a bit more sense. But still sucks ass, you reply. The next round of pints came quickly. 69 out of 10 is zero voice. Someone. I feel like she's deeper. Someone who can't make friends at work has no friends. I'm insulting her. Oh, I think Sonny replied, me in a member stream reading this right now, for real, for real. Why are you an open mic? I'm reading... Shivi just asked me. I'm reading fanfics. So if anyone wants to join to voice the other character, they're free to. Maybe Shibi can voice Azura. I feel like Shibi would do it better. You know what I mean? Invite her? I don't know, she's still recovering from surgery, so if she wants to join, she can. Someone who can't make friends at work has no friends at home. I'm really shocked, Sonya replied, rolling her eyes. Still, it must be stressing you out too, especially since you had that car and pet trouble recently. Well, am I still getting paid? Sonya... Wait. Well, am I still getting paid? Sonya nodded. Then he can call me slurs for all I care. Damn. She giggled at that, short inhales of joy that made her heart flutter. Was this technically a date? A platonic one, you suppose? But it was all close to going out with a woman you'd... But it was as close to going out with a woman as you'd been in... Well, since your ice queen of a girlfriend broke up with you. Calling you a slur. You talked about everything and nothing for a while, the bar's crowd coming and going, slowly dwindling as the night dragged on. From Sonya's family to her new living situation to your job hunting and relatives getting married, when silence took over after the 5th beer, you relaxed back in the booth. Not particularly drunk, but far from sober. Sonya was on the exact other side of the spectrum, somewhere between smashed and fricked up. She started softly laughing in the air. What's up, you asked, tilting a brow. Just thinking. You're a really nice buddy, you know. I hate seeing you get yelled at. Really pisses me off, actually. she said, head bobbing with every word. I want to help. Not really sure how you could. Maybe some other complaints, but... No. I think I know. She reached into one of her pockets, drawing out a deck of tarot cards! Or tarot cards. Your eyebrows raised. You'd never even taken Sanya for the type to be into that kind of thing. Your little sister, maybe! My little sister? Oh, wait, in this AU I'm here too? Damn. But not her. She shuffled the deck, slender fingers deftly switching cards. Remy mention! Damn, you're good at that, you said, and she smiled deviously. I got a lot of practice. After spreading them on the table, getting one of them damp with a mug's condensation to her annoyance, she drew them together and slowly placed 3 down in front of you. Past, present, and future. She pointed right to left as she spoke. So, I just take a card? Remy mentioned. She retweeted that her throat is super sore and bruised a while ago, so she probably won't be able to join. That's okay. This was not how you thought this night would go, but you were down for surprises. You reach over, but she stops you, prompting you to stare in her eyes with a motion of her finger. Her expression became stoic, far too serious for one deep in their cups. Don't take this lightly. When you flip the first card, you're locked in. Damn! Don't fuck with fate. Her sultry voice and focused tone was jarring compared to the drunken slurring one from before. Stoic, right? Okay, I mean, if you think it'll work, you say, attempting to sound serious. Mostly, you were just confused. You flipped the first card and stared down at a figure of a man clad in regal robes, holding a scepter in one hand and a ball of golden light in the other. A sun disk framed his face, which looked a bit disturbingly similar to yours. Sanya hummed in contemplation. Stoic, okay. You told me about your last job, yeah. Yeah. Same with this one. You just can't get away from bad bosses, she said, tapping the card. The reversed emperor. You've had a cold life, haven't you? Bad teachers, bad parents. Teachers, yes. My parents tried their best, but I just don't do well with authority. Damn, she's really reading into us here. You replied, this may have been a fluke, or her just being perceptive. Still, something about the accuracy gnawed at you. You flipped the second card at her prompting. A blue wheel with images of weapons, animals, and treasure sat in the center of the card. 2 women placed their hands on it as if preparing to spin it. Is that Wheel of Fortune? I don't know. Yeah, it is. One with teal hair and the other with blue hair. Ice and fire blazed behind the wheel. The card was upright. She smiled and tapped the words Wheel of Fortune and traced the X at the top of her nail. Change of luck. Oh, change, luck, fate. Those job applications. You've already gotten some good responses, haven't you? Maybe even accepted an offer. Things were starting to get freaky. You'd accepted an interview for a company that wasn't a direct competitor, but used the software you primarily worked on. It'd be a different type of work, becoming a consultant, an IT manager. The interview became a wonderful discussion, and it was all but assured you'd get a new job. You nodded slowly. You believe in me? You're leaving me? She said loudly. Oh, she said it loudly. You're leaving me! Oh my god, that reminds me of like Pearl. Why are you leaving me? You said you loved me. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the video I'm talking about. Pearl. No, that's not it. I think it's this. I probably can't show it because it's a movie. But like... Wait... That's not the scene. This one? How do I unmute? Oh.
Anything wrong? Calm down. No! Why are you leaving me if I didn't do anything wrong? I don't understand. That's how you like me!
I do like you. Just
Tell me the truth! Why are you leaving me? What did you say? Why did you change?
you're scaring me, Pearl.
What did I do wrong?
Calm down.
No! Why are you leaving?
Why are you leaving me? I love that movie. That was one of my favorite movies. I didn't like the prequel, whatever it was called, but this one was good. It's basically Immy. Okay. You're leaving me? She said loudly, prompting several at the bar to glance over. You rapidly shake your head, giving you a major case of whiplash. She sniffled and starting to tear up. No. I mean, kind of. Look, nothing's confirmed. It might even be a hybrid job. I wouldn't be moving. You, come on, Sonny. Sonny? Oh, Sonya, okay. What movie is that? It's called Pearl. It's just called Pearl. It's a really good movie. It's not really yandere. I guess she has her crazy moments though. She has her crazy moments. I like her a lot. Come on, Sonny. Don't tears turned... Or was it a prequel or was it a sequel? No, I think there was both a prequel and a sequel. Yeah, there was both a prequel and a sequel. I hated both of them. I think they were both bad. But Pearl was good. Watch along, perhaps? Of Pearl? Yeah, I guess we could. Sure. Maxine was a sequel and bad. Yeah, I didn't like both the prequel and the sequel. Unless there wasn't... I don't know. I remember watching other movies including her, and I thought they were both bad. Was there a sequel? I don't know. Maybe there wasn't a sequel. I don't know. I only liked Pearl though. It went X, then Pearl, then Maxine. Ah, okay. Yeah, I only liked Pearl. No. I mean, kind of. Look, nothing's confirmed. Don't tears turn into laughter at the drop of a hat. She played you good. She pinched the bridge of your nose, grumbling, "You're such a damn tease. You have no idea." I haven't even begun to start pranking you, she said, grinning. You reached down to the last card, her eyes tracking your fingers closely. Hesitation gripped you, given how accurate the past and the present had been. Did you really want to know the future? Sonya merely smiled. Scared? Maybe. I thought you were the one skeptical about this, she said. The future's coming anyway. Or either way. He finally flipped the card. An upside-down succubus stared at you. Scantily clad. I can't even say scantily clad. Okay. Its skin was dark purple, its wings that covered its chest. The demoness stared up at you, golden eyes that screamed of desire, framing a toothy grin of silver guile. I don't know how to say that word. Its hair was evening sky blue, filled with stars and constellations. The words guile. Oh, guile, okay. I don't know Roman numbers. Is that 15? 15? 4? 15, let's go! Okay, 15, the devil filled you with gentle worry. But when you looked up, you found Sonia positively beaming. You should be happy. This is a good card when reversed. Freedom, taking back control. When you take that job, you'll be in a better place. It won't be easy, but you'll be better off for overcoming the difficulties. She reached forward to grip your hand, still touching the card. Flush filled your face as you forced yourself to stare at her. This is a good draw. A difficult past, but a good future. I'm happy for you. You couldn't speak. Here was your crush, hand in hand with you. Your heartbeat roaring in your ears, yet she was encouraging you to leave. It was a whole hodgepodge of mixed emotions. As you opened your mouth to speak, you felt a small prick in your hand, breaking the reverie. Sonia looked down and covered her mouth. A small drop of blood sat on the devil. Ouch, you say, deadpan. Her thumb had pierced your skin, leaving a small drop of your crimson essence trailing towards her. It hadn't hurt, but her face made it look like she had just stabbed you. I'm so fucking sorry. God damn it, she said, wiping off the blood on her napkin. Oh. I'm tired. Should I take like a 5-minute nap on stream? Oh, gross. My microphone smells like my breath, like my saliva. It smells bad. It smells really bad. You can call it if you want. It's been 2 hours. I really want to at least finish this. I feel really bad. I didn't know that I didn't know. Okay, here. I'm gonna stop this one. I really do want to read the ones in my marrows too. I feel bad for not reading those. It smells so gross too. And yet I can't stop smelling it. I made this a while back. I don't know if it's good. Okay, this one's not long. I'm gonna get out of the open mic. Cause it's my fanfictions this time. This is just a text thing. Like a huge block of text. It's late. Oh, sorry, I have stuff covering my screen. Yeah. It's late, you're playing a game and you get fed up with losing. Before Immy would rage... Before Immy, you would rage blap. But now you have something better. You shut down your PC and get up from your chair. You notice Immy's in the room. She's freshly dressed and about to go shower. Perfect. What if I do this? Is that better? So that way it doesn't get covered. Hold on. There, that's better. You walk over to her and she says, "You sound pretty mad just now. Do you want to go shower together?" You tell her yes, and then punch her in the stomach. While she's doubled over, you begin getting dressed. Once you're free, once you put on all your clothes, you grab her arm and roughly pull her towards the ceiling, practically throwing her. She looks up at you and starts begging, "No, no, please, don't hit me, please. I'll be a good girl. I'll do whatever you want. Just please don't hurt me." As she's wasting her breath, you move her body so she's in the middle of the ceiling on her back, while sitting on her bones and holding her arms above her head. Yeah, getting right into it. I don't know what the tags are for this one. There is no tags. It was just sent to my Meros. Without saying a word... Oh, wait. Oh, God. Without saying a word, you begin beating her body. Punch after punch into her stomach, womb, chest, thighs, arms, and even her head. Obviously, she starts crying. This is fucked up. I'm sorry. This one's a little too fucked up, I think. And can no longer find the words to plead for safety. Hearing and feeling your fist hitting her body while she's sobbing makes you even happier. Finally, you decide that she doesn't have the energy to resist, so you get off and let go of her. Instead, you grab her bips and begin— oh my god! And begin petting her feline. One of the only things left of hers you haven't pet tonight. After just a few minutes of rough petting and hearing her cry, as well as all that you're close, so close that you start squeezing and hugging her with one hand. Feeling her feline latch onto you is good, but you know it can grip harder. And you still have some pent-up rage from losing. With one hand on her on her, your other hand hit her more. Oh my god. Frieza on Vegeta. Feeling her feline latch onto you is good. Either hit more. This works. She clamps down even harder with every hit. It's perfect. Everything you need to finally dust. As you unload and let go of her, you grab her bips again, going as far as possible. Her hands making contact with your body. Oh, your hands making contact makes her flinch as you're coming down from your hex. You look down at her face and notice she stopped crying, but her face is still getting wet from tears. Oh, it's still wet from tears. You pull your giggle stick out and sit on your knees and look at what you've done to her. After a few moments of staring at her body, you pick her up like the princess she is and carry her to the shower. Stepping into the shower, you close the curtain and turn the water on. It's cold and makes you flinch as Immy yelps in pain. You use your back to shield her from the water until it warms up. Once it's warm, you set her down on the floor and sit next to her, and you put her head in your lap. As she looks up at you, you start petting her head while looking into her eyes. She looks so precious, you start apologizing, softly saying, "I'm sorry, Immy. I didn't mean to hurt you. I just got mad, and it won't happen again, I promise." She closes her eyes and you move your other hand to her button You began rubbing while saying, I love you, Immy, you know that, right? Even though I hurt you, sometimes I still love you, and I'll never stop loving you. She starts yipping from happiness, as well as the pain from earlier. Hearing this, you take your fingers and put them in her... you pet her feline. This is what Apex Legends does to the mother. Is Apex really that rage-inducing? I feel like it would be like League of Legends or something. You know? It is? I didn't know that. These elicit more yippies and yippies. You notice how dry she is, and not only from the water. As you continue petting her, telling her you love her, and picking her, you can tell she's about to hex. You take your fingers and her eyes shoot open as she gasps and lets out a yippee. She grabs your arm and weakly tries to get your fingers back to her feline. Instead, you resume teasing her. Clip. As you lean your head down to hers and give her a kiss on the forehead. You whisper, let it all out, my love. Ow, I just got a really bad headache. Hold on 1 second. Ooh. I think I'm just extra tired and low energy because I'm on my period, that's all. That's why I slept all day today. Okay. You know what cures a headache? What? As the word love leaves your lips, leaves your mouth, you place your fingers as softly as they will go and kiss her forehead. This pushes her over the edge, and her hands squeeze your arms tightly as her body goes rigid, and she hexes harder than you've ever got her to before. While she's hexing, you continue petting her and telling her you love her. After her hex is over, you take your finger out. You take your hand and bring them to your mouth and mlem them. Once your hand is clean, you sit her up with her back leaning against the wall. You begin bathing her, apologizing whenever you touch a bruise and she flinches. You make sure to give her a kiss on the lips every time it happens too. Eventually, you have to stand her up. She yelps and groans from the pain and exhaustion, but you hold her as she leans into you for support. After you've washed every inch of her that needs cleaning, you wash yourself and turn the water off. As you both step out of the shower, you take a towel and start drying the both of you off. As you get to her body, she has to hold onto your shoulders while you rub the towel over her, making sure to get that to be extra gentle so as to not hurt her any more than you already have. After you're both dry, you walk over to the sink and brush her teeth, then your own. Now that you're both ready for bed, you look down at her face and see tears welling in her eyes. You ask her, "Do you want me to carry you to bed?" She gently nods yes, and you lean your neck down for her to wrap her arms around. Once her arms are locked together behind her neck, you put her hands on the back side of her thighs and scoop her up. As you're carrying her to bed, she sheds a couple tears, and you kiss them for her. Once you get to the bed, you sit her down at the bottom and pick out a pair of... Tidy whiteys. The ones with the snowmen on them. Oh my god! Those are ones that I have. This person did their research. Those are okay. You have always wanted to. You've always wanted her to wear them more often. With them in hand, you make your way back to Immy and guide her cute little feet into the holes one by one. Then you pull them up her leg and onto her thighs. She wraps her arms around your neck again, so you can lift her up and get them on all the way. Yes, excellent attention to detail. Now that she's ready, you take a few steps towards the top of the bed and pull the blankets back. She crawls up to the top and lies down. You lie next to her and pull the blankets over the two of you. With your back facing Immy, she scoots closer and hugs you from behind. You tell her goodnight and that you love her. She asks, "You promise?" You reply back, "Of course, Immy. I love you more than I know how to express. I'd do anything for you." Even beat you. Upon hearing this, she snuggles even closer and pushes her head back and tells you, "I love you too, Fuki." That was cute. That was a cute one. Hi, this is a refling from the member stream. Shawnee said she gives you 1 British cigarette card if you catch my drift. She might be joking, but she really said this after the movie we watched. If you don't believe me, you can DM her. A British cigarette card. One second. No, I deleted my Google Drive with my old shorts. Damn it. Damn it. Frigate. Wait. Frigate? Wait a minute. Did I just find it? Hold on, let me listen to it. No, I censored it in the short! Fuck! I censored it. What was wrong with me? It's so over. It's so over. Oopsie. Yeah. You'll just have to make a new one. Remake it? The peer pressure is so real right now. I already sent you my fanfic a little bit ago, but I realized you might have said to use script bin and not paste bin. Please use this link if you prefer script bin. I do prefer script bin. Thank you. Oops. I copied the link wrong. And I was drunk when I said it too. I would not normally say it on a normal day, okay? I think I was drunk. I think I was drunk. Okay, this one's not too long. It's really short. Here, we can read this one. I think I'm gonna zoom in a little more. There. Okay. The username for this one is a very straight pin pal. Yeah, I believe that. You can make a lewd audio as a one-time special thing. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And that way, like, it won't be posted to, like, a platform where people, like, know me too much. I feel like, it's not like, I feel like a lot of people that follow me on my NSFW Twitter don't follow me for VTubing, so they don't even know I'm a VTuber. So I think it'll be fine. But yeah, that's what I plan to do. I just don't know when. Maybe because I slept all day, I'll have time to empty out this closet. So that way I can, goon in my closet. I will now be canonically gooning in my closet in my attic. I just gotta empty it first. But hopefully I'll have time tonight because I kind of slept all day. Maybe I'll write the script in the shower too, after stream. I always take a shower after stream because I get all sweaty. I think it's because I don't know, maybe I get a little nervous. I don't know. Will you release a Twitter audio if you really sing in your closet? Yeah. It'll be a little bit echoey. Because I still haven't put up the... I'm a lazy girl and I haven't put up the soundproofing in the closet. You get nervous with us? I don't know what it is. It's always been the case. It's always been the case. Like, even when I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what it is. My body just sweats when I stream. Maybe it's all the talking. I don't know. It's always been the case, though. It's a literal goon cave. Alright. It's called Immy and the Pin Pal. It's got little rats on the side here. That's so cute. A girl lies in her bed. She has no name, and her life is a mystery. At night, she streams to thousands of perverts. With a sister complex worldwide. She calls herself Immy Bisou, and she has a very dedicated and affectionate fan base called the Pin Pals. They are maybe a bit obsessive, but she loves them all the same. To keep things simple, we'll just call her Immy. A rat sits in its cage. Immy has named it Dennis, but the Dennis she knows is far away, and a stranger sits in its place. That stranger is one of her loyal fans. For this reason, we'll call him the Pin Pal. Wait, what? Are you a rat in a cage? The Pin Pal watched a handcam stream, eyes glued to the screen. No gloves, his lucky day. A storm raged on outside for both Immy and the Pin Pal. Dennis crawled into frame, and Immy lifted her up to greet the viewers. The Pin Pal envied the rat, who was snuggled up in her perfect little hand. Dennis never lets me pick her up. This isn't canon. It's okay. But Dennis is not... Dennis does not let me pick her up. God, I wish that were me. I'd give anything to be one of her rats. Lightning strikes the room for both Immy and the Pin Pal. Through a screen and a camera, Dennis and the Pin Pal's eyes meet, and now the Pin Pal finds himself sitting in a cage. Oh my god, the Pin Pal watches her from a distance. This is the girl he thinks about more than anyone in the entire world. From her... from her massive... boing-a-loings that are that are possibly full of milk to her cute little toes. This girl was perfect. And her face was sweeter than anything he could have ever imagined. But looking at her now, he realizes this girl is a stranger. And despite what he has gained, the Pin Pal has lost something in return. He can no longer hear? He would never again listen to the angelic voice he had fallen so deeply in love with. As a rat, he would never have fun chatting with her again. Wait, rats can hear! Rats can hear pretty well. Rats can't really see well. What? Rats can hear and smell well, they just can't really see very well. Calcium cannons. A small price to pay, the pen pal thought. This is the moment he had been dreaming of. At last, the distance between him and Immy had been closed. Now it is time to indulge. What? The first night while Immy slept, the pen pal swam through piles of dirty clothes littered across the floor. The scent of her sweaty sports bra, only just removed. The salty taste. The musky aroma. This must be heaven. He rolls around in her in her tighty whities, pungent and slimy, and licks up her sweet. Oh my god! If he were still human, he would shed a tear. Pure bliss overtakes him. Then he crawls into one of her socks and nearly faints. Finally, he crawls up into her bed and decides to fall asleep, nestled in her soft and pretty hair. The scent of strawberries lulls him to sleep. I'm not gonna lie, I'm lost. You turned into a rat. You turned into one of my rats. Even in his dreams, he thinks of Immy, a new side of Immy, a world that only he knows. Days turn into weeks, and the pen pal grows more bold. During the day, when he's out of the cage, he never leaves Immy's side. He can lick her cute little fingers to his heart's content and dive into her... oh my god. Into her boing-loing window at any time he pleases. At night, he crawls under her sheets where it's warm and the air is thick with her diabolical farts. The pen pal basks in the aroma. Before he sleeps, he lies on her pillow and watches her pretty face calmly breathing as she drifts away. Sometimes a little drool falls from her soft lips and the pen pal happily laps it up. Of all the Immy juices, her saliva is the sweetest. Oh my god. Tonight the pen pal dreams of a voice. He dreams of Immy, another side of her which begins to feel distant. Weeks turn into months and this rat has indulged in every way imaginable. What the fuck? So is the rat in our body? That's a good question. Did you just body swap with a rat? Immy takes off her socks at the end of the day and the pen pal licks her feet clean. Before she cruelly washes away her irresistible girl stink, Immy sits on the toilet and the pen pal... What? Immy sits on the toilet and the pen pal dives between her legs and into the bowl while the hapless young girl showers the rat. Guys, what the fuck? What the fuck? Immy is sick. And the pen pal is eating her tissues out of the trash can like a fine delicacy. He samples everything her body can produce, solid, liquid, or gas. But the pen pal is still missing something. There is an Immy-shaped hole in his heart. When he falls asleep, he can still hear her voice. He dreams that one day he can talk to his precious Immy again. The side of her that only pen pals know. They say what we're all thinking. I hope not! A rat sits in a cage and watches a girl as she goes about her day, a secret side of a mysterious girl he fell in love with long ago. Maybe she's a little lazy and wastes a lot of time, but he can tell she works hard for her pen pals and he is proud of her all the same. Perhaps he loves this side of her too, but truly he fell in love with the voice, which has now become foreign to him. He wants to hear her words, now unrecognizable to him. The pen pal's mind begins to wonder, what does she say to herself when she reads her marrows? What does she really think when she chats with her fans on stream? Even in this form, he can't escape the brainworms. More than anything, he wants to tell Immy who he is and how he feels. Get this guy writing scripts! There is still distance between them, and the greedy rat plans to bridge it. Immy is on the ground, doodling some characters from her childhood with some markers. In truth, this was an adult woman sitting on the floor drawing ponies. The pen pal takes a moment to appreciate the pitiful scene, then makes his... Pitiful! It is not pitiful to color in ponies. It's an anxiety-reducing activity. He climbs up her back and into her hair and begins to pull on strands of hair. Something he saw in a movie. He takes a moment to figure things out, but soon enough he's hands and drawing on the canvas. He and Immy are both bewildered by the scene. I'm getting ratatouille right now. The pen pal flips to a new image using Immy's hand. He struggles to write a message, but manages to scribble the following large enough that even her borderline blind eyes, why am I catching strays right now, can read it clearly. I am a pen pal. The pen pal leaps down onto the canvas and proudly stands in front of his message, then looks up to gauge her reaction. At first confusion, and then fear, as all the puzzle pieces start to fit together in her head. Tears well up in her eyes as she begins to feel sad and embarrassed. A roulette wheel of emotion flashes across her face and stops at disgust. The girl reaches down and grips the rat's torso tightly in her hand. Her expression shifts back to fear mixed with uncertainty. Her hand is trembling and her breath is shaky. Another hand comes to grab the rat's head. The pen pal squirms and squeaks as he tries to free himself from her grip. What the fuck? In his final moments, the pen pal begins to reminisce and reflect. Was being a pen pal not enough? He had basked in her sights and her smells, and that too was not enough. I thought I would have given anything to be her rat. Her rats don't know what they have, but nevertheless they are content. What did I expect when I told her I was a pen pal? The foolish rat wanted to have his cake and eat it too. What would Immy have wanted me to do? He doesn't know a thing about her. All he has done is indulge in his fantasies. Maybe this is like the Frog Prince. She'll kiss me and see my true self, and when she sees who I really am, then truly she prefers the rat. The pen pal goes limp in Immy's hands as he accepts his fate. For both of them, this moment feels like an eternity. Her breath settles as she gains composure. Her grip tightens with her resolve. In this final moment, the pen pal closes his eyes. A brief dream plays in his mind. A young girl behind the screen, ginger locks and a cute freckled face, deliciously flat and more adorable than anything he'd ever seen. The voice of an angel graces his ears. Good night, Pookie? What the fuck? Did I just kill him? I would never do that. I would never kill a rat. Or you. I would never kill either. What the fuck? What the entire fuck? That's the same one. Hold on. I think... Okay, this is the last one I'm gonna read for now. Oh, this one I've already read, actually. I'll read it on stream, though. But I've already read this one myself. Alone. Because it's been sent to me before. I think the one before this was better at being more accurate. That one was just really strange. I love a woman who will actually just kill me. I don't want to, though. The only way it could have ended, to be honest. That was so depressing, and also I don't want to kill a rat. Okay. It's 2 AM and you just got home. Everyone's asleep. You walk to your room and grab the shoebox from your closet. Sorry, there's something covering my screen. Okay. You waited a long time for this, and you finally have everything you need. You sneak to Immy's door without making any sound and quietly open and then close it. Despite her rats, her room always smells better than your own. That's not true, my room smells like rats. Something your parents and Immy never seem to mention. Whatever, that doesn't matter. Nothing else matters right now. You set the shoebox down on her desk and creep over to her bed. Looking down at her, you think about how she always breathes so softly, so soft when she sleeps. But tonight will be different. Quick as a flash, you pounce on her, covering her mouth before she can make any noise and holding her down with your body weight. As she squirms and tries to scream, you whisper, "Shh, it's okay. It's me, Immy. It's your big brother." Her squirming stops and you notice how fast and heavy she's breathing now. Now, you've been a very naughty girl. I saw your search history. As you finish your sentence, she tries to say something, but all that comes to mind is mwah. Yes, I know what my bratty little sister is into. Insects? NC? What would mom and dad say? Even I never would have thought that my sweet, pretty brat of a little sister that loves the color pink and has a room full of plushies would be such a degenerate. But it's okay. I still love you. In fact, I love you so much, I'm willing to satisfy all your fantasies. She again tries to say something, but you can't make out what her muffled words mean. That's right, little sis. You like insects, don't you? When a brother blominates his annoying little sister, when he teaches her a lesson in proper manners. As for the NC, well, let's just say you're gonna love tonight, if you even remember it. As she hears this, she starts thrashing again, kicking and trying to free her arms. She tries to scream and make any noise possible, but it's all useless. You can smell her panic now, and it smells intoxicating. She's gonna get intersected. The pheromones of a little sister made exclusively for her big brother. Oh my god. You can't help yourself. You need to ravish her as soon as possible. I'll give you one chance. Will you obey me tonight? You ask her, and she responds with, I don't know. Stop moving so much, you command her. She listens and stops trying to fight you off. If I take my hand off your mouth, will you try to scream for help? You probe. She responds. You take your free hand and move it to her throat, ready to squeeze if you need to. As soon as you lift her hand, she tries it. Get! You clamp your hand on her throat, choking her attempt at yelling. After a few seconds, you cover her mouth again and let her throat go. You've been a bad girl, but I just so happen to have medicine to treat that. With one hand over her mouth, you reach into your pocket with the other, pulling out the Ziploc bag you bought tonight. With the help of your teeth, you open the bag, grab one of the pills, and then reseal the bag. Immy, you need to control your breathing. I'll be gentle tonight if you don't panic. Let me help. Inhale slow and deep. Good. Now exhale slow and deep. Good. Now let's do it again. Now a couple times without my help. She repeats what you taught her and inhales deep and then exhales deep. As she inhales for the fourth time, you remove your hand from her mouth and replace it with your other. Shoving your fingers to the back of her tongue, you let go of the pill and push it down a little. This causes her to gag as you pull your hand out, and she coughs as you force her mouth close. Swallow, Immy. Oh, swallow. Come on, Immy. I know you hate the medicine, but you need to swallow it. She finally gulps a couple times, and you say, "Good girl." Listening to your... Ooh. Listening to your big brother when he tells you to swallow. No matter what it is he gives you. You go back to covering her mouth with only one hand and bring the other one you shoved into her throat to your face. Sniffing it, you smell her saliva and mouth on your hand. You brushed your teeth tonight? Look at you, such a big girl now. I wonder if you can take giggle stick like a big girl. You say as you begin licking your fingers clean of her spit. After lemming her fingers clean, you bring them to Immy's face and wipe them under her nose. If that's what your spit tastes like, I can't wait to taste the rest of you, you say, and then look at the clock. It reads 2:10. You tell her, I guess I'll have to do something to kill the time. You lean down to her neck and begin while taking a whiff of her. She smells so good, almost good enough to make you feel bad for what you're doing. Almost. You smell amazing. You lick and suck. You lemon kiss her neck. You taste amazing. You move up to her ear and nibble on it. I bet you sound amazing too. But that will have to wait for when we're home alone. You look at the clock again. 2:13. Sighing, you go back to and lemming her neck, leaving your love marks on her. In between, you say, "You're gonna have to wear your rat onesie." Or else mom and dad are gonna question where you got these hickeys from. Can't have them knowing just how fricked up their son really is. Good thing it's almost Halloween. You continue this until 2:40. And that's the end of it. Dun dun dun! Okay, I really have to pee, but thank you for all of the fan fictions. I'm sorry I couldn't finish the Azura and Mercy one. What do you think? I think it was good. They were all good. I mean, the rat one was kind of weird. It made me feel a little bad because I don't want to kill a rat or a pen pal. So yeah, but the rest was good. I liked the rest. Which was your favorite? Hold on. Either Hey Wake Up or the one I just read right now, the last one. One of those two. The Strani one was good too, but I feel like I should choose one of me, you know? What did you think about getting beat up? I don't know if me liking that one is surpassing your freak or not. Don't worry, it's not. It's not. I just wish it was a little more loving during the beating part. That's all. But yeah, I like them all. I like them all a lot. I liked voicing the Strani one. The lines in the Strani one were fun. We need a sequel to the rat one where they survive. We need an alternate ending where they survived. That's what we need. Maybe like an alternate ending where they become human. Cause it's kind of weird that it's kind of weird that I pissed on a rat. Holy shit, Azura's doing a thigh cam? Where? Oh, she started streaming 11 minutes ago. Maybe she didn't start the thigh cam yet. I want to do a thigh cam one day too, but I just saw Azura's thighs. Ooh, ooh. Okay, sorry. I'll send you over to Azura's stream. Let me see. I'll send you over there so you can see for yourself. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna send you over to Azura's stream. You doing anything else tonight? I'm taking a shower and trying to clean. Trying to. What about your thigh cam stream? If you do it, will it be here or there? Oh, if I do it, it'll be in a long time. So, oh my god, Azura! Oh my god! not. Sorry. I'm not sure what I will be comfortable in the future. You know, that's up to future me. Current me is not comfortable with the thigh cam. But yeah, I'll see you. I think tomorrow. I'm not sure. I have to check my schedule, but I think tomorrow again. Okay. Have a good night, Pookie. Love you. Mwah.